I'm so excited to see you all. Thank you so much for coming. This is the 15th annual Madison Poetry Slam. Is that crazy? That's so many years. I'm Nancy Sullivan. I'm the librarian here at Madison. And tonight's slam is the qualifying event for Verslandia. Verslandia is the all-city high school poetry slam. And our top 2 point getters tonight will be representing Madison at Verslandia. And our third place person will be the alternate. And Verslandia is happening on Thursday, April 25th. So I hope to see you all there. It's a super fun event. It also sells out. So if you're interested in going, you should totally get tickets like soon. Okay. Thank you, poets, judges, friends, family members, teachers. There are teachers here. And everyone for coming. This is super fun. Thank you all for coming to support our slammers. I have a few quick announcements. I'm just going to go through them fast. Hopefully everyone has signed in, but if not, before you leave, please sign in. We want to make sure that everyone in the room is signed in, poets and adults, because you might get fun things, and students, you might get extra credit from your teachers. The restrooms are more than halfway down the main hallway, and I've been assured by more than one person that they're unlocked, so that's helpful. If you want to order one of these amazing shirts, let me know. It was designed by Rosie Folger-Bent. Some of you know her. She's super talented. I know, right? And these shirts are really cool. We would like a copy of all the poetry performed here tonight because we make a poetry zine. And so if you don't send it to me tonight, someone will be coming around to try to find you so that we can get your poetry and put it in the zine. We have, teachers and staff members provided treats for tonight, so that's going to be happening at intermission. We have yummy treats, which is super fun. The Sun program provided the pre-slam poet dinner in the art gallery, so I hope that was good. Was that good?
Yes.
Yay. Our hashtag is MADSLAM, M-A-D-S-L-A-M, if you want to post about it. But let's post quietly and turn off our silence our cell phones right now. I need to do that too. So, silence your cell phones. You don't want to be that person whose phone starts ringing or alarm starts going off while someone's telling their deep poem. Okay. I think most of you know about the rounds and things like that. I'm not going to go through it all because it will become apparent as we go through the slam. We will have 2 rounds, and in a minute, Shaba will tell you how many poets are in the first round and the second round. We still have to figure that out. And so please welcome Shaba Woodley, our old friend, to the mic.
How's everyone doing today? Are you guys feeling energetic? Are our poets ready? High school has become so honest. Yeah, maybe. All right, well, I want to thank you guys for coming out today, and I appreciate you. And all the poets, I hope you're fully prepared. All the people who are witnessing the great poetry you're going to see tonight, I hope you appreciate what these students are doing, putting their feelings out there for your entertainment and for their benefit as well, to show themselves out to the community and really give something that should be cherished. As far as who we have as our judges, raise your hands. Yeah. These are the people you were supposed to be especially nice to, so if you cut them off while driving here, you're gonna fail. So first up, we got Marcia Truman, raise your hand. Marcia Truman has been able to devote herself to her love of wordcraft since her retirement as a program director from PCC. She's been a SMART program volunteer for almost 20 years, has devoted time in Treasury to Portland literary arts, and has supported theater arts throughout the city. Her only street cred as a poet is a family descendants from Emily Dickinson. She studies and writes about her family stories. Thank you for being here, Marcia. Next we have Jeff Johnson. Go ahead and raise your hand. Okay. Jeff Johnson is much like the Chief Justice of Madison's Poetry Slam judges, as he's been around as a judge and sometimes performer since the very first one. Jeff published All the Best Poets Sit in the Smoking section in 2002, and Visions of a Cheeseburger Goddess in 2003. He's in the process of compiling more of his poetry from the last decade and a half, and hopes to have a new book out soon. Thank you for being here, Jeff. Next, we have Jedi Levy. Raise your hand. Born in Chicago, raised in the Pacific Northwest, is a hip-hop artist, visual and graffiti artist, facilitator, youth educator, and chicken and waffles connoisseur.
Nice.
He spent the last 3 years as an advocate for the Step Up program that serves Madison, Franklin, and Roosevelt High schools. He spends much of his free time making music, writing rhymes, reading, and meditating. Hanging out with friends, making smoothies in the morning, and has a trademark one called the Bomb Diggity. And says to hit him up if you want the recipe. He wants to give a special shout out to Ninja Blender Company. All the astrological Leos in the house, raise your hand. Real quick, Geminis, raise your hand. We in here. Okay. All the French bulldogs in the world, because they are the best breed, and everyone out there chasing their dreams, give it up for Jedi. Next and final judge for tonight is Alicia Blackford. Raise your hand. All right, she got recruited at the last minute, and this is her last minute bio. Her favorite color is glitter, and she's going to be an awesome judge. Give her a hand, yeah. I noticed no one did mine, but you know, I'm Shaba Woodley, all around cool guy. Yeah. Please, like every year I'm here, please no autographs after this is done. I am much too important. Not judge, but. So next we got is our fishbowl person. Where are you at? Woo! It's Miss Gomes. All right. Are you able to tell me how many poets we have for tonight, Miss Gomes?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's this. And it's in the right.
Okay. So round one. Round one will consist of 18 poets. Round two will be the top 10 point getters from round one. After the second round, lots more math will happen, and we will announce our first through fifth place winners. Although truly everyone who was brave enough to get up on this stage tonight is already a winner. All right. First off, we have our sacrificial poet, Maya Brunner.
Short gang, rise up. Y'all hear me? Okay, that's not gonna work. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. This is called Wedding Night. As I fade away from consciousness, my sight is left with nothingness. My spirit can no longer stay here because of the bond I shared with her. I might lay here and die. I might as well choose suicide. I am forsaken to this land. Did something just grab my hand? I must leave to survive. Am I even alive? As I fade away into the abyss, my life was surely never bliss. My scars run deep as though they weep as I wake from my slumber to find it was just another nightmare from my past, which is always filled with ash. Now, I look at myself in a mirror to find myself in a floating river, floating down the banks, wishing I still had Jake.
Okay. You can snap if you want. You can clap as well. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. Just show appreciation. All right. So that was our sacrificial poet.
Here, will you introduce the musicians? they're going to play for like 10 seconds.
Okay. And while the judges are thinking, we're going to have our musical interludists. We have Miles DeBray and Alder Tomer. Give it up for them. Play us some music. All right. All right. We're gonna be here a long time. Eye contact. Give them a hand. All right. During that time, they're gonna bring up their tallies or think about how they want to score the poets. After they're done, go ahead. Oh, also let me introduce the math genius and math assistant. We have Mr. Gardner. Yeah. And Maya. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Maya. Yeah. Bruner. You have permission to mess up my name too. All right. So the scores are from left to right: 7.5, 8.0. 6.4, 7.7. Hey. All right, so this is to get them adjusted and ready now. Again, we have the fishbowl person coming up here, ready for the first poet of the night.
Do you want to choose? Do you want me to choose?
Yeah, which one? How you
Do you want the blame for the order?
Yeah. I don't mind. I'm calling you.
No.
Morgan Barrow.
Yeah. It's funny because last year I went last time, and the year before that I went last time. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's a coinky dink. Oh, that's okay. My poem is called "Being Mentally Stable." Never heard of her. I am not okay. I know that's such a stereotypical way to start a poem, but I'm not. I'm always nervous. I'm always tense. I'm always tired. I am always on edge. Prickling thoughts pick at my nervous brain. I'm scared I've hit a vein or a soft spot. Anxiety has shown its ugly face and morphed into something much darker, more sinister. Hot, irritated skin now burns, and I can't stop scratching at it. Slowly, it gets worse, but I can't bring myself to see the nurse, so I let it fester. I let it swell with the illusion that I can get through this on my own, so no, I don't need to talk. I refuse to let it scab over because it's easier to bleed out than to face my own trauma. I've itched at them for so long. Too many memories. Why go through them all again? I know it's unhealthy and I should seek help, but doesn't that make a man weak? Social media said if I go get help, I'm attention-seeking, and WebMD says I'm okay. Broken noses and fractured wrists. I feel like I'm going to explode. I want to talk about it, but I can't. Who wants to listen anyways? Who's got the time? Everyone else is dealing with their own bruises. Why should they want to look at mine? There's an immense amount of pressure when it comes to getting better. The doctors teach me coping mechanisms, but who said I needed crutches? I put loose bandages on gashes and hope to conceal them. The last thing I need is attention drawn to my knees. I don't want to make a fuss, but now there's pus and the injury is getting worse. Trying to ignore the pain works on good days when the swelling is down and I don't focus on it too much, but no matter what I try, the pain is still there, simmering in the back of my brain, boiling hot, hot, hot. It burns all over, and I can't think. My thoughts feel like ants crawling around on top of my skull. It is never quiet. I'm afraid I'll have to throw in the towel. That's a wrap, folks. The doctors say one day the scratches and scrapes won't burn anymore. One day they'll scar over. It all just depends on me and my willingness to give in and at least try. I don't want to be hurt or ill or damaged. I want to change, I really do. But for now, I'll nervously pick and poke until I've just rotted away. I am not okay.
Play the music. Oh. Cut the music. All right, and quick little note here, and when the judges are ready and have their scores, give me a look, and then I'll know when to stop the music, because I feel like they can play forever, and I love it, so. All right, so, starting from the left, 7.7, 8.5, 8.2, 8.9. All right. Next person. Also, if I mess up your name, please forgive me and tell me how to correct it, because I do respect you. Also, if you could say my full name, which is Shaba Lakeem Emmanuel Woodley 3 times fast, I might put you in my will. All right. All right, so, okay. Oh. Oh. I'm joking. It's Mayel. I told you. Huh? Oh, Maille.
I know how to spell my name.
Just make sure.
Hold up, my phone's at 3%. Sorry, I can't find an outlet. This is. I can. Just put it in my pocket. I can cuss, right? Men ain't shit. Sorry, let me rephrase. Not all men, but definitely that guy. That same guy going on Twitter not knowing what it's like for one day as a woman complaining that a movie with a female lead is attacking him. This isn't what we want, he says to the $1 billion box office sales. This isn't what we want, he says to the millions of little girls who were so inspired by this woman. I say men aren't worth anything, at least to me, because I'm so tired of men telling me the same thing. I'm exhausted of them being forced to be our role models. You can sit there and take in those toxins men have been feeding us our whole lives, or get out of the prison they've trapped us in and see that women only make 80.7 cents to a man's dollar. Why is it that we all collectively decided a penis is more dominant than a vagina? In this movie, that won't stand. What movie am I talking about? Captain Marvel, bitch!
I like that. Play the music. Keep on going. Ready? All right, the judges are ready. Yeah. Starting from the left, 8.0. 8.3, 8.3, 8.6. I love the enthusiasm in this room. Next person. Marley.
Well, would you look at that? For once, it's
There you go. Are you gonna take it
for
off?
once for a female, it's too short. Okay, I decided to switch the one I was doing last minute. So yay! All right, it's called Angry Party. My hands threw a party today. At first, they were still on the desk. Nothing was wrong, but slowly they started tapping, and then scratching, and then fiddling with the necklace because that was a quiet form of fidgeting, and it wouldn't bug other people. But it wasn't enough. More tapping, scratching, pulling my hood over my hair, sharpening my pencil, tapping, scratching, and then they were writing things out handing the teacher the test and then fidgeting with the necklace again as they were packing up, opening doors, picking up the phone I dropped, picking up pine cones. Now they're sticky from sap. Now they're throwing them across the field, throwing them as hard as possible. Now they're picking up a stick. Now they're throwing the stick as hard as possible. My feet join the party. They're kicking a pine cone, then a stick, and my mouth joins the party, screaming, shit! Shit, shit, shit! And then my feet kick the stick again, and the stick hits a car. Shit, shit, shit. And now they're picking up the pace, and my mouth is singing loudly, and I feel alive. I'm an angry 15-year-old. I'm screaming rude words. I'm damaging someone else's property. I'm throwing things. But I feel very alive, and much better. Taking deep breaths doesn't help you feel better, but throwing things across an empty field, kicking things in a park, on the sidewalk, yelling loud, rude words, singing to an empty neighborhood, that will really help you get your frustration out. Even if it's over a stupid math grade, your anger is valid. So go. Throw things that won't matter when they break. Scream rude words at empty streets. Kick things when they won't do any damage. When they skid across the pavement, sing loudly to empty sidewalks. Throw an anger party. Just do it without damaging anyone else's car. My mom's gonna get mad at me for that.
Oh, no. Play the music. All right. See, I think we're in sync now. Yeah, I felt that. Aren't they doing an amazing job tonight? As you can tell, they chose all the instruments. I might play a little bit later, so we'll see. Oh, no. I'm terrible. We'll see. I do a good two-step. All right, so the judges' scores are, from the left, 8.0, 8.2, 8.3, 8.0. All right, next person, please. Thank you. Let's see. So, first name, Tyler. Last name has an exclamation point.
Nice. Hi, I'm Tyler, and this poem is called And Also. Hi, I'm fat. I'm chunky, heavy-set, thick, plump, broad, big-boned, whatever you want to call it, that's me. 180 pounds and 5'2" and a quarter. A quarter of an inch taller than my mom and about a quarter foot shorter than just about everyone else. I used to be uncomfortable saying it, admitting it to myself. Actually, I was more than uncomfortable. I was devastated. I turned all of the mirrors around in my room or covered them in tape. And I refused to eat so I could smooth out the lumpy sections of my figure, but to my surprise, it didn't make me feel better. My brain got stuck in a loop of thinner and thinner and thinner until I was passing out instead of sleeping and chewing gum instead of eating, but destroying your body will never fix your mind. I figured that out, and so I wrote this. I wrote it for myself, for some kind of closure, a documentation of all my progress. But I wrote it for some other people too. I wrote it for the boys in 5th grade who told me I looked like I was pregnant. I wrote it for my friends who told me I looked the most beautiful when I was starving myself. And to my ex-boyfriend who told me that I was the most unhealthy person he'd ever met when he had done meth a week before. This is for you. Yeah, I'm fat, but that's not the only thing I am. I'm fat and I'm also hilarious. I'm passionate and enticing. I know how to read people. I can adapt well. I've healed from my sickness, and believe me when I say that I've been sick a lot. I believe that's what makes me strong and beautiful. Those are my defining features. I am fat, but I am a human being. Don't try to change my mind again.
Play that music. Okay, stop. You're getting too into it. Okay. Yeah. Calm down. This is not a concert. It's more cowbell. more cowbell. Did I do all right? You guys know what that's from? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Judges, starting from the left. 8.1, 8.3, 9.1, 8.8. Nolan.
I memorized this one, but I have it just in case. So, like, Gucci, am I right? This one is called "The Only Person I Hate More Than Scorpio Men Is Myself." If you were a god, you would be the god of feverish hunger, of eating without complaint. I wish that I was formed in your image, soft and smooth, and oh so unmoved by the calories and the cravings. I would worship you by feasting on your body. Chunks of flesh come off underneath my fingernails. You taste sweet, like butterscotch that is melted over every single taste bud, like fermented blood. No. Like wine that has been left on the tabletop until the ants, just like me, look for something sweet to drown themselves in. You would be the patron god of countdowns. 500 calories, 4 hours of exercise per day, 3 days not eating, 2 days spent with a blistering headache, 1 scale, and then it all comes crashing down. And then you are the 10 oranges that I eat in a row, unable to make myself stop. I eat past full, and I eat past self-hatred, and I eat, and I eat, and I eat past everything that I've worked so hard for, but you grab me by the throat and you call me a good boy. I wish that I could believe you. If you were a god, no. If I were a god, I would be the god of feverish hunger, countdowns, and sweet, poisonous, ant-filled wine. Thank you.
Yeah. I might dance a little bit. I don't know. That might be right. Okay. Cut the music. I am a politician, so I gotta have. You know what? You're right. Why not dance a little bit, right? Maybe next year. We'll see. I gotta get into it, okay? You gotta clap for me next time, okay? All right. So, judges starting from the left. 8.3, 9.1, 9.6, 8.9. Good job.
I think I've seen your sprinkler before.
Huh?
I think I've seen your sprinkler.
Oh, the sprinkler move. We're not doing that. Yeah, well, that was rude. I have Raylan next.
My name is Raylan, and this is called Ode to Anxiety and Depression. You might know that I have depression and anxiety. Well, if you didn't know, now you know. But you don't really know unless you have it. People tell me, I understand, I'll help you. Then when I have a panic attack, they turn around and say, why are you letting your emotions get wild? Just stop and take a breath and calm down. Take a breath? Calm down? Well, excuse me that I can't calm down while my emotions are swirling around my head like a tornado, picking me up and not putting me down till it's done destroying my whole heart, body, and soul, piece by piece, taking parts of my identity that make me who I am. The adventurer, the extrovert, the daredevil. It makes you push away people to basically halfway across the country and you can never reach them again. It makes your feelings swirl from your eyes like a tsunami that will never stop till you're all dried up and all you can do is make the impression of sadness. The thoughts that you're not enough, that you should kill yourself, slamming and slamming against my brain like a sledgehammer, never stopping, never taking a break. It can hide away in a corner, then just surprise you and come back like they're playing peekaboo. So no, I can't stop and take a breath and calm down. This is what I say to you, anxiety and depression. Fuck off and leave me alone. Even though I know you really can't. You're here forever, living in my soul. The darkness swallowing my soul till I am not me anymore. I morph into an alien that does not even look like me. It's not me, I promise, I am still me. I scream into the dark, dim abyss my brain is, till I succumb to the dark dimness and I can only say hi. My name is anxiety and depression. The internet says I'm here for you, I'll help you, but they don't know the pain. They don't know the everlasting ache. But what if they do? What if they're just like me, but at a different part in their journey? What if they're about to go away forever and never come back? Never hug their family again. Never have the chance to experience their dreams. Always being the poor young kid that just couldn't take it anymore. Maybe it was their fault. Maybe it wasn't their fault. You don't know you have it till you have it. And you don't know if you have it till it pops up over your shoulder saying, hello, I'm here and I'm never leaving.
Are you? Yeah. What was that dance? The what? What? Can someone show me real quick? Can someone show me? Try it again. Okay. Okay, like that. Like that. Okay. Bet I won't. Bet I will. But not now. Cut the music. Maybe in the second round. Starting from the left. 8.1, 8.6, 8.5, 7.9. Okay, so I believe this says Carlin.
Period.
Carlin. Her. Huh? Huff? Her. I knew it said that. You steered me wrong. I shall never forgive you. All right, Carlin Herber.
Yes, sorry, I have mine in a book. You. I remember you. Right from the beginning.
You told me you would always be there for me. You told me. Just like the song Open Wounds. How could you, how could you, how could you hate me when all I ever wanted to be was you? How could you, how could you, how could you love me when all you ever gave me were open wounds? You changed me. My mother even saw it. She watched me harden at the theater when you scolded me for showing emotion. You changed me. Your voice was the thing drowning her pleading with your demands of respect, while your demons were the ones full of greed and wrath. Your voice, your heart, as big and open from your past, it was the same heart that was a good stepfather at the beginning. Your heart. Me. You remember me. Right from the beginning, I told you I loved you. I told you. But just like the song Face Down, do you feel like a man when you push her around? Do you feel better now as she falls to the ground? Well, I'll tell you, my friend, one day this world's going to end as your lies crumble down. Her new life she has found. A new life she has found. You changed me. Now my mind is set on only knowing unhealthy relationships, like Stay With Me by Sam Smith, or Someone Like You by Adele. You broke me. Your voice screaming like a little kettle steaming, while I sat deeming you the villain. You are. Your voice. As for that heart of yours, full of demons, well, after a while, I gained my own.
All right. Don't yell at me to dance. Oh, what a dance. Dance. How do you do it again? So you just do like this? Do it again. You guys are so easily entertained. I love it. I love it. Thank you. All right, so starting from the left, 8.0, 7.8, 7.7, 7.7. All right, so we have our next person is James Stone.
Alright, so weird story. I actually wrote this poem 2 nights ago when I couldn't get some sleep, and then the next day I got a slip about the poetry slam, and I was like, whoa, that's convenient. So, I hope that lightened the mood. It's not that much of a light poem. It's called The Darkest Dark. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about death. Don't worry, I'm not thinking about meeting him, not again and not yet. I'm just infinitely curious about what nothing feels like. The only thing I know is not knowing nothing. How could I process it right? Maybe that's where the idea of God came from. The idea that there's an afterlife, and that death is just the beginning is fun. It's fun to think about and hope for. But sometimes after this, I kind of wish there's nothing more. Maybe our answer is in outer space. Some ancient, epic, extraterrestrial races taking note over us. Maybe aliens. Maybe we're in a super surreal simulation, stuck in between a few flickering lines of code stored off in a file in some kid's computer. Maybe the answer has always been right under our noses, and it's just always allergy season. Maybe our meaning is something so indescribable in human standard communication that we must evolve to the next generation before we can ever be enlightened. Maybe. Damn, I forgot that line. I didn't memorize it. Is it okay if I take out my phone? Sure. Okay. This is awkward. You got the simulation. Oh, I remember this. Okay. Maybe death is filled with sheer, peaceful, blissful silence. Maybe the entire human race is overthinking it. Maybe the reason why we exist is to figure out a reason why we exist. Maybe there isn't a reasonable explanation and we'll just all go mad or die. Whichever comes first. It's not really a best or a worst kind of situation, but see, you guys are laughing. I was about to say don't cry. We all die eventually. That's the only thing the entire species has in common. So, in this short period of partying we get in between inception and oblivion, a little sense of semi-cynical optimism makes the world spin. Maybe the human race just needs to have patience. Maybe an answer will make itself known if we just give it enough time, or maybe an answer isn't what we're supposed to find. Or maybe, just maybe, we're supposed to live life and not question why. But one thing's for certain. We could all die randomly, and we would never know. If a black hole pops up in the sky tonight, you wouldn't know because you can't run faster than light. So, every day, live like it's the day you're going to die. If you won't find yourself questioning too often why anyone was ever alive. Thank you.
Love it. Do it again? Do it again? I'm going to go into work tomorrow and just do that in every meeting. I'm like, hey guys, whoa there. You guys are going to get me fired, but it's okay. All right. Wow. Okay. Starting from the left, we got 8.2, 8.7, 9.8, 9.0. I would like to think the clapping is for how well I say numbers out loud, right? Thank you. In the whoa. Maybe. Maybe not that as much. Next person we have up is Harry Sneed.
Whoa, that's a lot of people. All right. Okay, I'm just going to start. An ode to Portland. To those who lost their homes. To all the hipsters. To all the potheads. To all the potholes that were never filled. And to everybody else. This one's for you. Portland is weird. It's like the show Portlandia. It's the overly polite drivers. It's the locally grown food. It's putting birds on things. It's a lot of white people. But it's a little more than that. It's overpriced homes, it's dive bars, it's homeless people, it's weed stores. It's full of a lot of people who look the same in an attempt to look different. Unshaved beards and flannel shirts, beat up jeans and old leather boots. The Portland hipster. They're in local coffee shops, over at the Powell's across the street. Right around the corner at the dive bar. It's the polite drivers. They insist that you go, only to inch forward as you do the same. They're stuck in a cycle of, no, you go. Until one of them realizes, Portland drivers suck. The potholes, they're unavoidable. Sneaking up on you, they shake your car violently. Spilling your expensive coffee all over your old Subaru station wagon. Weed stores. You can smell them a mile away. Claiming medicinal purposes, but the hipsters know the truth. They smell like sweaty leather boots, like the people who frequent them. The locally grown food. It's code for more expensive. Is this chicken locally raised? I can't possibly eat chicken that isn't locally raised. Putting birds on things. It's kind of like modern art. It's all pretty much the same thing. It splotches on a canvas. It doesn't really make much sense, but it's sitting in this expensive coffee shop, so it's gotta be worth something. Overpriced homes. They're a lot like the locally grown food. More expensive than it should be. Remember, location, weed stores. Oh, didn't I mention the sweaty leather boots? Those are free of charge. Dive bars. Most people are there for the local IPA. It's overpriced, of course. And it's the food's just for show. It's the thinly veiled disguise that it's not a liquor store. White people. An abundance of crackers. They make Portland look like a bar of white chocolate. Like a gallon of milk. Like a bucket of wheat thins.
You were right about the Oregon drivers, because when you drive into Vancouver, right? I had a couple people actually cut me off and then get mad at me. Washington drivers are a different breed. All right, starting from the left, 9.2, 9.3, 9.2, 8.1. All right. See, the secret is to roast all of Oregon.
No white people.
Yeah, that's true as well.
What's the difference?
Oh, jeez. All right, next person we have is Josephine Dawson.
All right, cool. Okay, I just want to say I'm really grateful to be here tonight, and that I've never read this out loud in front of people, so kind of nervous, but nervous when you care, so this is my eulogy. If these were my last words, would you read them? Or would you clog your ears with beeswax, refuse to hear my pain, wash me away, flush me down the drain? Like last night's leftovers, I'm packed up and put away, saved for another day, not good enough for today. If these were my last words, would you read them, see them? Pen on the paper, but the ink ran out. My silent thoughts scream and shout. They say I'm crazy, but I just need to let these words out. The life in me is turned off like a light switch. Someone cut the circuit. Demons dance like clowns around me in a circus, and all this shit, I don't even think it's worth it sometimes. Grow up to be tired, get hired, then fired, struggle with bills till you retire while you smoke weed to get just a little higher. What if these were my last thoughts? If you had a glimpse inside my brain, would you look? Maybe you would look, but there's a difference between look and see. There's a hook, and then there's me caught in the ocean, turned into your dinner. I'll let you eat me alive. And this time I won't try to survive. I'll pour the seasonings myself, pull the forks off the shelf, do the dishes, let you take a bite out of me, 'cause a drop of water is nothing in a sea.
Actually, you might not know this, but I sing a little bit too. That was a lie. So anyone can sing, but singing well is another thing. So. Thank you. All right, judges, starting from the left again. Starting from the right then. 8.7, 8.6, 8.5, 8.3. We still having fun, guys? Still with me? I'm loving all the poets tonight. Are you? All right, let's continue then. We got Jason A.
Revolution. A revolution to our evolution, retribution for years of pain and pollution, to the minds of kids and teens in destitution, devolution of the human resolution to protect and respect the Constitution, a constant state of disillusion, attribution to diminution. Don't you think we deserve a few more rights by our generation? We can't be purified, rectified, you glorify your homicide, the genocide of the other side. They're ratified, classified, suicides verified. Why? Well, if you wanted to know, maybe you should have tried. When did we decide to lie about the inside? Pressures running up that great divide, suffocating us on our own pride. Was it routine that we'd abide, just to be denied that caring confide? Allied with misguide and cyanide, the downside implied we're kicked to the curbside until we're finally untied, untried, finally free, worldwide. This is a revelation to our generation, a confirmation to our destruction and devastation, a demonstration of our deprivation and education, the fabrication of expectation, the fascination of our incubation to a world in malformation, under medication and obligation to feed the infestation. Why all this demonization of coloration when all that matters is love, not blood relation? Or is your acceptation just an acclamation, an annotation of our problems and desolation? This is an advocation to the aspiration of equality and celebration to stop the irritation, inflammation. Your captivation to our defamation is worrying in correlation to who runs this world and all its deprecation. So stop with your imitation invitation, your observation of litigation, because we don't have to conform to your limitation, your moderation of implication, because you don't trust our permutation, our refracation, that there is no salvation, only strangulation to the insubordination of a violation generation hell-bent on ratification. Well, we can't have that variation, now can we?
Loving that energy, loving that energy. You see, this is why I didn't want to do it the first time, because you guys are just going to want me to dance the whole night. How about you guys just dance in your chairs? Hey, okay. Okay, who else is dancing in their chairs? Okay. This side's a little weak. We got any dancers over here? I guess not. No one's there. Okay. All right, starting from the left. 9.5. 9.5. 10. 9.6. Jasmine Brown.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold it. All right. All right. Hi, I'm Jasmine. You knew that. All right. Remember when we were made of light? Remember all the hours we spent outside, how we grew with the grass, how the birds passed us by? Remember when we actually listened to their songs ringing in the sky? I think I left the light on. I won't remember to check. I love how I don't have to, and how nothing changes, yet. I live for the security, for solid wooden doors. I feel my feet on the carpet, wishing there were polished floors. Sometimes I'm plagued with jealousy, or there's a look in your eyes that you think I can't see. But the ivy still grows against your windowsill. We're still safe from this storm that might blow up the hill. I don't have a purpose yet, and that's okay. It's not what I worry about, at least not today. Now, the years have passed and you feel like a stranger. I've met new strangers now, ones you might not like. I put headphones in now when I'm riding my bike. I worry about new things, and I always check twice. There's never a doubt that I've turned off the light. I've stepped in new cities, I've learned how to fly. The people in my life can't seem to open their eyes. It was all so inconsequential, looking back on it now, climbing to the top of a tower that was eventually knocked down. Now my world is rebuilt. I don't notice the birds. I scream until my throat hurts, and not always with words. I don't know who I am, but I'll get there someday. I've always had somebody to show me the way. My path is dark now. They've stopped holding the light. I think it's my turn now. I have to take flight. I'll bring myself forward. I'll show myself out. The world is shifting around me, and there's no time for doubt.
Okay, they're starting to dance again on the left. Is the right going to keep up? Okay, we got people in the back on the right-hand side. How about the middle? Anyone in the middle? Someone's just waving. Okay, do your thing. Wave again for us. Hey! Are you doing the Macarena? Shame. No, I'm joking. All right. You guys are amazing. All right. All right, crikey. Geese is a knife. All right. Starting from the left, 8.7, 8.6. 8.7, 8.3. All right. Kestrel. Huh? Kestrel.
What? Is it like not? Oh no. Kestrel. Is this, am I close enough? Yeah. Are we good? I have memorized this, but I'm anxious. So, it's not, that's just how it is. Yeah. Sorry, it's gonna get real sad now, so I figured you would have that one moment. I often wonder how you can be such a skeptic when so many of us will be haunted in our lifetimes. In my lifetime. How can you be a skeptic when they're everywhere you look? Can you not see them like I can? Everywhere, in your homes and churches, your social circles and skate parks, in every position of power.
shapeshifters disguised in these human bodies that never quite fit right until they forcibly take somebody else into them, who rip off layers of identity until they find a facade that is easily enough forgivable. Wraiths hide in a guise under human skin and blood and arteries and performative black pins that they never really believed in. Never again, but time and time and time again and again and again, I relive it again and again as you side with the specter whose hands slip over me. But you can't see it. You can't see the hands or the ghosts. You refuse to. And I almost wish I could be like you again. I almost wish for the bliss of ignorance. I almost wish not to believe from experience. I wish to forget. I have tried everything to forget, but I am cursed with belief, because it is the nature of trauma to never really leave you. So after I have called the exorcist and my therapist, even after I have made rings of salt around my eyes and my bed and my home, even after I burn the sage again and again and again, I am left to make peace with it, still a part of me and my life, even though you won't listen and you won't believe. He sits there in the middle of the night, ice and skin and liquor breath, in the part of my bed closest to the wall, a haunting companion for the rest of my life.
They're killing it tonight, aren't they? I almost don't want to stop you. Almost. No. All right, starting from the left, 9.5, 8.7, 10, 9.6. Zakiah G. Never mind.
You thought I was short?
No. We're down there. So.
Hello. You guys already know. My name is Zakiah. Okay. For my people using phrases such as, I ain't seen you since the other day ago. For my people telling me you done got so big since the last time I seen you. For my people who fought for our rights. For my people who hold on and cherish what they've got. For my people who love their brown skin just as much as they love payday. For my people whose every breath intimidates the world. For my people, I refuse, I will not, I am not just another statistic. For my people who witness our struggles, hang on tightly, because Sunday is our day. It's going to come around and bend that corner faster than we know it. A blink of an eye. For my people to know, we, as a black community, we are more than just black and beautiful. We're powerful, as mighty as a lion. For my people to understand the reason us, as a black community, are hated by most and loved by many is the simple fact that we got what they can't have. For my people, we are the melanin gods of goddesses. For my people, and for we are the black melanin rich kingdom. It will forever be fermented in our veins. Say that,
Yeah, that was weird. That was very Portland. You right. All right. Keep on going. Stop staring at me. It's getting awkward, dude. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you. Starting from the left. 9.4. 9.6. 9.2. 9.8. We got about 4 more, then we're going to the next round. Are you guys ready? Yeah! All right, next person up is Rue.
Okay. Hi. Hello. Okay. How's it going? Okay. Sorry. We are all so tired. We don't say this often because we are busy screaming for our lives and marching for our rights, but we really are so tired. Black men shouldn't fear that people are in charge of safety. Black women shouldn't be the most disrespected beings alive. We want to take a break so badly, but we can't. We have to keep fighting because if we stop, our history will be erased. Our ancestors' stories will be made as if they were the problem. We want to take a break, but we have to keep yelling that our lives matter. Treat us like human beings with basic human standards. We can't stop fighting, and it will get hard and harder, and we probably won't see the light of day without disrespect. But we are trying, and some things are better than doing nothing. Thank you.
Oh, you brought the ukulele out, huh? Yeah, okay. Okay. He's somewhere over the rainbow. No? All right, ready? We can start from, all right, start from the left. 8.7, 9.1, 8.9, 8.8. Avery.
Alrighty. Dear us. Dear LGBTQ plus community. That's right, plus, because LGBT is far too limiting. Some even see it as a slur because their sexuality has been cut out of recognition. But not me. I wave it around like our precious rainbow flag that we see and think safe. But it doesn't always mean safe, does it? How many times have we been walking in the streets waving our beautiful array of colors, fighting for the rights that any human should have? But we aren't human, are we? No, we are accidents. We messed up. And how many times have those beautiful colors been seen as a target, our array washed away, turning red as human blood? Bang, bang, bang. A sound that others hear and think safe. So dear homophobic people, was it fun? Was it fun to open me up and to poke and prod and pull and push until I'm too scared to admit I'm different, to admit that I'm special? You make me want to scream, this is me, I am right here, see me. But I can't, can I? I can't because you tore our voices out of our burned and bloody and battered throats when you rolled us up in carpets full of nails. You set those carpets on fire, searing all the pain into our hearts and the hearts of those we loved, burning, bubbling, bleeding. Ha ha,
Look, it's a faggot. Well, dear homophobic people, guess what? Your reign of terror is coming to a close. I'm taking back my pride. I am taking back my voice. Dear world, this is me. I'm right here. See me. Thank you.
Fly me to the moon. I wanna dance. All right. Should I just do an Australian accent for the rest of the time? All right then. No, I'm joking. Starting from the left. 8.8, 9.3, 9.4, 8.8. Naya? Keep on going.
For my girls who like girls who are told you don't look like a lesbian. For my girls who like girls who are told it's just a phase. For my girls who like girls who are told that you'll grow out of it. For my girls who like girls who are rejected by society because they don't fit in the neat little boxes we call norms. For my girls who like girls who are told they don't look like a lesbian because they're not a tomboy or their hair isn't dyed or their hair isn't short. For my girls who like girls who have to come out every day, never sure the response they'll get, whether it will be one of support or whether it will be one of horror and disgust. For my girls who like girls who work up the courage to come out to their parents only to be rejected by their own blood. For the girls who like girls who come out to their parents hoping to be greeted by support, not only for their parents to look at them with hatred and disgust. For my girls who like girls who count the days till they're 18 and can escape the homophobia that blankets and surrounds their house in a suffocating mass. For my girls who like girls who suffer from acts of homophobia at home or at school. For my girls who like girls, know this. Not everyone is against you. There are people out there who will stand for you in the good and in the bad, who won't judge you just because you like girls. For my girls who like girls, know that it does get better, not right away, but it does get better. For my girls who like girls, know this. There is hope.
I don't know any songs that go with that beat, sorry. Huh? Sing? You want to know what's the song of my people back in my day? Baby, 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 oh. A very ancient song at this point. I guess it's really not that ancient. All right, starting from the left. 8.5, 8.8, 9.2, 9.0. Last one. The last one. Aaron. Just say the first name.
I never ever want to go last ever again. Oh my god. Okay. The
The things worth living for don't have to be grand or magnificent. The things worth living for, you don't even have to see. The things worth living for are feelings and sounds that you collect in leaps and bounds, store them in your head, think about them before you've bled all your feelings onto the bathroom floor. And sharpened your X-Acto knife for more. I beg of you, before the feelings stain your sheets, think of all the memories you keep, all the times you've cried. What would happen if you died? Your parents would stain your baby photos with tears. They would sink down into holes because true are their worst fears. Your friends would fall victim to a similar trend, wondering how they could have helped you mend your broken means and forgotten dreams to survive this ugly world it would seem was the reason for your fall, when really it was just it all. I understand that a combination of things made you feel this way, but I am here to tell you that there is more to this bay, of anger and sadness. There is beauty in all this madness. The things worth living for outweigh the things that cut you deep, all the fears you keep, all the dreams you reap, the people who make your heart beat, the songs that sweep you off your feet, lyrics and melodies that drill into your soul, the books whose morals take a toll in transforming who you are inside. It is what's inside that keeps you going, the things you remember to keep you rowing your dragon boat across the sea. You need fuel to stimulate. Look at all this beauty you can manipulate, the petals you can pick, the songs to make you tick, the beats that you can kick, the colors that bring out the happiness in the pictures of your friends, the nuts and bolts of childhood that you've stored to make amends, the darkness you've clawed through just to see sunlight through a lens, the love letters you've been forgetting to send, the bars on your heart you've been waiting to bend, the dents and scratches you've been praying will mend, the dog-eared pages of dreams not yet come true, those bookmarked diet plans not yet followed through, those potions of stories not yet scrawled new, the person you've been waiting to say I love you to. The rains that you've sat through just to realize that that person isn't the right one for you. You can't demist your demons, but love is a one-size-fits-all. Your dreams ripped at seams, but you'll make more. Your life was toppled, but you'll find a new door. There are so many things worth living for, whatever reason you think justifies ending everything you've ever lived for. I beg of you, before you see blood breach and immediately crave more and believe the whispers people say down in your core, let self-hatred ebb you down to your pores. Suicide isn't romantic. It's all in the lore. So slam those feelings behind a closed door and think of the things worth living for.
All right. So that was our last one. After we get the scores, we're going to go into intermission. Please come back and stay and see who makes it to the second round. Oh, not yet. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Still got to have the scores ready. All right, starting from the left, 9.8. Oh, wait. Okay, 9.0. 10. 9.6. Do you get all the numbers? Okay, great. So, wait, one moment. Don't move yet. Miss Sullivan, we're at intermission. All right, intermission. Please come back. I'll let you know when to come back. But please be back in the room in about 10 minutes, please. All right, everybody. Settle down, settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Yeah, cut it out. Too much fun over there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and announce the high scorers who made it to the second round. Remember that everyone who participated is a true winner. It takes a lot of energy and emotion and desire to really put yourself out there and show everyone else your poetry. So give everyone who participated today a round of applause. All right. And I do hope, regardless if you made it to the second round or not, that you stay around and listen to other people's poetry and support them as they go forth, okay? So I'm going to start. Nea. In no particular order. Nia. And you know what? If I say your name wrong, just scream at me. That does work. Second one, Harry Sneed. Avery. Castrell. I know, I'm sorry. Zakaya. Aaron. Jason A. Nolan Taylor. James Stone. Rue. So that's everyone who's made it to the second round. Give them another round of applause. And again, I want to thank everyone who participated in the first round as well. You guys were amazing. I loved all of the poems. Thank you. All right, now we're going to get to the second round. Fishbowl person. Miss Gomes, I'm sorry. All right. First person for the second round is going to be, you just say it for me. Castrell. Kestrel. Please do not hate me.
I don't know if y'all know Isaiah McGinley. He was my friend. This poem's dedicated to him. It's called Brine. Thank you. Do you know what it's like to drown in the ocean? I can walk you through it. At approximately 8:30 p.m. on June 14th, my jaw was forcibly opened and the sea was poured inside of me. I can tell you what it's like. You're gonna try and deny it at first when you get that call, but you know, you can tell. You can hear it in their voice and feel it in the way your vocal cords are starting to crystallize already. You will know. And when that receiver drops, you will too. You will sit on the floor and you will begin to beg with salt water. You will will it to evaporate if only you get that hospital call, if only you get confirmation that there were sirens echoing instead of silence and a young body laid out on concrete. You will sit down, clutching at that little sea inside of you, shifting your center of gravity and trying to make a deal with it. I begged with salt water. You will sink so far into yourself that all at once you will fall into it. All at once you will be surrounded. Actions and emotions and senses diluted, only cut through by anger that sweeps through us like a riptide. It ripped through all of us. And that anger will keep you warm briefly as it lasts, but when it leaves, it will leave you cold. And there will be nothing again. Doldrums, depression, whatever you want to call it, whatever you call it, it will consume you if you let it. It will sneak inside your core and dissolve you from the inside out, because that is what happens when you drown in the ocean. The salt gets into your lungs and it brings the blood out, and that's what you really drown in, your own blood, if you let it. Loss will be like nothing you have ever felt. Grief itself is an unimaginable feeling. His death hurt. The brine hurts. It is corrosive and stinging. There is nothing beautiful about it.
But I promise, if you stop closing your eyes and you face it, if you open them and stop trying to keep the sea out of them, you will see that dark water always reflects stars. You will live for those who can't. You will accept it, no matter how bitter the taste. And I promise, if you open your eyes, you will see other people who drift with you. And if you hold them close enough, you will find out that people always float in salt water, no matter how heavy the weight. Thank you.
No, don't say anything. All right. Thank you again. All right, starting from the left. 9.0. 9.5. 9.9. 9.5. All right. Okay. Next person up is Nolan Taylor.
I be short. We understand. Haha. Anyway. This poem is called Internalized Transphobia. On the day that you were born, I was born right beside you, invisible on the bed, yet still you could tell a better, more beautiful, more badass twin. You know what that B stands for? Boy. Something that you never could be. And since that day, you sucked my cock raw, begging for me to bring you closer to him, begging me to bring you closer to the true you, but bitch, I fucking own you. I control every little goddamn thought in your head, plant Calvin and Blair's words in your mouth mixed with my cum, you fucking tranny. Learn to get on your goddamn knees and lick my boots. Call me internalized transphobia, or as I prefer, the sound of gunshots, or perhaps the sound of ribs cracking underneath your binder, or perhaps the sound of transphobic rhetoric being scalded into your flesh. I will make you hate yourself. Toxic masculinity? Yeah. He's my fucking daddy, but brother, I'm way nastier than he is. I'll have you slitting your neighbor's throat with the same knife I'll use to stab you in the back, and I'll make you love the sting. I'll make you fucking crave it. You are my bitch, and I am your god. Worship me like the crucifix around your neck. I'll say it again, I am your god. If you decide to not trust me, I'll get my army of 15-year-old white boys armed with Instagram comments and cell phones and a faceless attitude to tell you you are not fucking trans enough. How dare you be girl, and how dare you be brown, and how dare you be fat, and how dare you have a body, and how dare you have boobs, because these streets right here, these are my fucking streets, and if you don't look like Calvin number 15, your ass is gonna get shot on sight. Do you understand me? Internalized transphobia is my name, and making you choke on your own pronouns is my game. Get on your knees, little girl, and beg.
Thank you.
All right. I know a song? I don't. Judges are ready? Never? Okay. All right. You want me to start from the right? All right. Starting from the right. 9.5. 9.9. 9.5. 9.0. All right. Next person. James Stone.
All right. Can you hear me? All right. So, this next poem is called Bubblegum and a Lighter, which I have both on me, but I'm not going to pull them out because then they would be a prop. Yes. She's a nice girl, a black girl. She lives on the block. She's never ever seen anybody get shot, but she's seen loads of dope getting slung on the lot. And he's a cool kid, a white kid. He lives in the hills. Doesn't worry about the bills, but he's got an addiction to pills. And she has to go to work and grind. She has to provide for her kids, and she really does try. She works hard and long, 9 to 5, night after night, and she wants to catch up with her baby's lives, but she just don't got the time. And he doesn't know about life. He cuts himself, and every day he wants to die, and he's tried 10 and an odd number of times. But one day, he walked into her store, and both of them assumed that the other had something more. He saw her and saw a look of determination in her face. Saw a look of determination in her face. She rang up bubblegum and a lighter. That'll be $4.98. Yep, she had definitely seen some shit in her day. Maybe seen somebody get shot while slinging dope on the lot. He figured a bit of extra cash couldn't hurt. Gave her a $50 bill, said keep the change, walked away. But deep down on the inside, he hoped that that made her day, and that if he can just be nice to others, then maybe he'll turn out okay. But what could he know? She was just a clerk. He didn't even get her name. She saw him and thought he was a little bit strange. He bought bubblegum and a lighter, gave a $50 bill, said keep the change, and nothing more. Bubblegum and a lighter. But it looked like he could probably buy the whole store, but instead, he walks out the door. Probably has a pretty good life, living day to day without a care in the world, giving $45 tips to give a smile to the poor. But hey, what could she know? She didn't even get his name. Thank you.
Good job, good job. We're going to go ahead and continue that energy. What you playing for me? You know what song that sounds like? That song. Let's see. See if I can recall it. And it don't stop. That's 187 on the undercover. Okay. Someone else wants to song. Hey. Did you want to say? Okay.
I got one.
Huh?
I got one.
Oh, all right. I don't either. Yeah. All right. All right, we're going to go ahead and start from the left. We got 9. Yeah, and it's 7.5. 9.7. 8.9. All right, we're going to go to our next poet.
You got a new fishbowl person.
Yeah, new fishbowl person. What happened?
I abandoned you after the child.
Okay. Were you not going to say anything?
Do you know that I was his teacher like 800 years ago?
You're going to take responsibility for that?
I didn't turn out that bad, okay? Let's give her a round of applause. Next person, we have Erin.
Can you guys hear me this time?
Yeah.
Okay. Feminism, contrary to popular belief, is not a category primarily compromised by men-hating, bitchy, bossy, resentful, pissy, unfeminine, single, stuck-up, vengeful, ugly, preppy, crazy, psycho, annoying, enraged women. But don't worry, we do have our fair share of scathing she-beasts pissed at men's entire existence, and can you blame them? It is men just chilling in Congress, listlessly dismissing rape cases and ignoring the basic human right of getting to decide what happens to your own body. Buying pepper spray is just part of life for some women. For some women, it's like pressing next episode. You go out with your friends. You will be approached by a creep. For some women, their bra size is part of the investigation. The length of their skirt determines whether some women get the job. Some women keep their mouths shut because if they speak up, they will be demonetized and demoralized. Some women don't identify as feminist because feminist means men will never like them. Some women do identify as feminist because bossy can be kinky. Some women just want equal rights. But no, let's make fun of the girls speaking their minds in class. Let's call the male feminists gay because society is so obsessed with oppressing women that they make advocating for equality out to be a bad thing, that being a feminist is senseless and pointless. Girls get made fun of for supporting it, getting told they're being dramatic and that they don't know what they're talking about. Boys snicker at the back of the class as she goes on a rant. They say that she's just bitter for not having a man, as not having a male's ego to boost all the fucking time is the world's worst insult, that not having a man by her side to rein her in makes her an object of ridicule. I have found that most straight men don't want a raging feminist as a girlfriend, and no, that is not why I'm single. But they do want a woman who is strong and confident, but dare she question the privileges her gender gives him. His gender gives him. Dare she be stronger than he is by making fun of the way she gets excited about fighting for her gender. Men have somehow twisted women back into abandoning their fight. They retreat to their doll cases and be told to sit still and look pretty and be silent and obedient. Instead of a fire, our passion is treated like a kindling. Nothing to worry about. A wannabe flame drunk on the idea of becoming a torch, like if you scuff it away, it'll go out. Society has made women afraid to call themselves feminists because, in the words of our great president, that would make her nasty. I don't give a fuck if boys think I'm nasty. I'd rather have equal rights than a good image.
Good stuff, good stuff. Are you dancing over there? All right. I still think the left side so far wins it as far as energy goes. Is the right side even going to compete? That was hilarious. How the judges looking? All right. Man, you're so clean now. Good stuff. All right. So starting from the left. 9.2, 9.4, 9.7, 9.1. All right, so next person.
Fishbowl.
Thank you, thank you. Let me just. Harry Sneed.
white people. An ode to white people. To all the white people. To all the people who don't really like white people. To all the people who are kind of okay with white people. And to all the other people. This poem is kind of for you. White people are strange. They're nice people. They're assholes. They're a majority of Portland. They're privilege. But most of them are usually more than that. They're wearing cargo shorts. They're chanting "All Lives Matter." They're wearing stupid red hats. They're carrying torches from Bed Bath & Beyond. They're really rich. They're redoing high fives. They're saying, "Let's do a silly one." They're unable to eat mild salsa. They're weird accents. It's Southern white guys. They wear the red hats. They're buying way too many guns. They're putting nuts on their truck. And they're making everybody listen to what they have to say. DC white guys. Borderline ancient. They're making decisions for the rest of us. They're not really knowing what a meme is. They're unable to work a smartphone. They're trying a little too hard to be cool, but they don't really know what cool is. They make the world an interesting place. They get away with a lot of shit. They make stolen discoveries. They make America look like a pack of saltines. Like a vanilla ice cream cake. Like a Whole Foods on a weekday. Like Montana when it's snowing.
Cracking up over here. Good job, good job. They left you. All right. All right. Okay.
Just hit him with the.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been playing these things louder.
Okay. I'll do the whoa then. Maybe not. Just okay.
It's a cutout.
Okay. Anyway, starting from the left. 9.3, 9.0, 9.7, 8.9. Now for our next person. Rue.
I'm up anyway. Is that Area 51?
What can I say? I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry. Okay. I picked up my phone when you called to talk about him, and I always stood there and listened, and I hated him for what he put you through, yet you still let him. You still let him make you his second choice. You were there feeling pain, and when I told you it was a toxic situation, you only told me I haven't ever been in love to understand what I did. And then you called, and I picked up, and you went on and on like you always did, and I listened like I always did. Then you said it. You said something that I never thought you would say. You would have done something to yourself because of how he really felt about you, and that's when it hurt me. You made me love you enough to give me the feeling of almost losing you. Why would you do that? Why would you make me feel that way, and when almost doing something so stupid and make me feel that way? I didn't want to. Thank you.
Good stuff, good stuff. Thank you. Okay, you really got to stop looking at me. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, I didn't say the gaze straight into me, though. All right, starting from the left, 8.5, 8.7, 8.2, 8.8.
They're just gonna get more ridiculous.
Oh, I'm expecting it to be. Avery. Avery.
Okay, so I wrote this in 10 minutes, so give me some credit here. Ode to my inner demons. I'm done with crying. I'm sick of trying. I know I'm smiling, but behind that, I'm dying. You'll never be like them. Shut up. You're nothing special. Shut up. You're wrong. You're useless. You're broken. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up! I know, okay? I know. I know I'm a waste of space. I know I was made wrong. That's why I hate everything I do and everything I am. And I try so hard to be what you want. I stretch and I twist and I bend, and if I don't stop, I'll break. I'm done with crying. I'm sick of trying. Yes, I'm smiling, but inside I'm dying. Other than my own head, all I can hear is the drip, drip, drip of my own blood. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, but depression clogs my throat, and all that comes out is, I'm fine. I'm done with crying. I'm sick of trying. I know I'm smiling, but behind that I'm dying. Thank you.
I got it. I feel like there's a song that should be sung, but I just don't know which one. Okay. I'm not trying to stop you. Okay. All right, starting from the left, 8.1, 8.5, 8.3, 8.8. All right. After this, we have two more people left. Next person up is Zakaya.
I was born and raised to a single mother. 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, Kenyatta, and she still managed to do it on her own. I was raised to a family struggling to make ends meet. I was raised by a mother 17 when she had her first child, my brother, 19 when she had her second, me, and 24 by the third, my little sister. I'm raised by a tight-knit family. I was born second in the family, second of all grandchildren. Although I was born in the second position when it comes to life, I will never put myself in the position of second because I know I come first in anything and everything I do. I was raised to achieve. I was raised to thrive. I was born to be a star. I was born to be the greatest. And if I'm not all of these things, what was I being raised for? And if I'm not all these things, what was the point in believing in me? Look, I'm only 15. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. That's why I take me and I compare it to the person I was raised up to be. Then I take the person I become now, I combine them together and take it the hard way down to the righteous path, and y'all won't ever be able to tell me I was raised up the wrong way from that point forward.
Now you got the bongos out. I haven't seen those tonight. Did you play it before? Well, I was just not paying attention. I'm sorry. All right. It took us the whole night, but we got it. We are on the same page, finally. All right, starting from the left, we have 9.5, 9.4, 8.3, 9.1. Okay. It's weird. Give her a round of applause, everybody. I'm so bad of a person that I had to go through 3 different fish people. Fish bowl people? Fish bowl people. Fish people. Nia is up next.
So this poem's gonna need a bit of an introduction. This is a poem comprised of all the rules my mother's told me over the years. Don't do drugs, don't skip school, never get a grade below a B. Don't speak out of turn, always be polite to someone who is older than you. Never swear or use profanities, whatever you do. Don't tell anyone at school you're lesbian, because if you do that, you won't have any friends, because no one likes someone like that. If you wear a dress, it can't be shorter than your fingertips. Never use your phone or let your headphones be visible on the public bus so people don't steal them. Don't walk in 82nd, and if you have to, walk with someone else so you get raped or mugged or murdered or trafficked. Don't stay out past sunset or else you'll be raped or murdered or trafficked. Respect your elders. If you must wear makeup, never wear so much people think you're wearing makeup. Keep your shoes off and inside. Turn in your electronics at night. So take your electronics back in the morning until you leave. No spaghetti straps or crop tops, else you look like a hoe. Never disagree or confront your grandmother or give her a retort towards your grandmother, no matter what she says, no matter if she calls you white trash or a bitch. Never, ever disagree with your grandmother.
All right. So this is the last poet for tonight. Oh, not Nia. But we have one more person after that. We're gonna take some time to count up all the scores and figure out. Yeah. No, I'm gonna do that part. One moment.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
So starting from the right. All right. 8.9, 8.5, 8.4, 8.2. All right, so we have Jason as our final poet for the night.
Okay, can I do it one-handed? Okay. I have this bathroom policy that I just don't use the bathroom in public. Ever.
I do this to avoid the anxiety and stress I know that trying to choose a bathroom will induce. Most places don't have gender-neutral bathrooms. Most places expect you to fit in with the gender binary. And even as I just so happen to do, I know that if I were to walk into the men's public bathroom, the other men there, the cis men there, they tell me to use the one next door. They tell me I'd walked into the wrong one by mistake. They tell me I need to go to the women's restroom, that I'm a girl, that I need to use the girls' bathroom because I don't belong there. There is nothing more invalidating for me than being told I shouldn't use the men's bathroom. I've got friends, good friends, who've offered to go with me, but what kind of a person would I be if I needed someone to come and pee with me for the rest of my life because I can't walk into the men's bathroom in heels and a skirt or a binder and jeans without feeling out of place every single time? I just need to pee, for God's sake. Why make such a big fuss? Why can't I just bite the bullet, just open the door and just walk in? Why do I, the few times I need to pee at school, always need to run all the way to the single gender-neutral bathroom that we have that's been locked for months? Because I don't want to be harassed. Because I don't want to be invalidated. Because I don't want someone to tell me that I'm a girl because I'm fucking not. I'm not a girl. I'm not a woman. I'm not a lady. I am a sir. I use he, him pronouns. Thank you very much. And I don't want to walk into a lion's den of people assuming my gender every goddamn time I need to take a fucking piss. No thanks. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. But for now, I think I'll stick with my bathroom policy. My bathroom at home won't get me beaten up for walking into the wrong room.
All right, we're nearing the end. Did everyone have a good time tonight? You guys sick of me yet? Whoever raised their hands gets 10 points taken off their score right now. I'm joking. All right. You know what? You guys have been the best part, or one of the best parts tonight, and I appreciate you guys. I could have done this job without you, but since you're here, you made it better, and I appreciate that. All right, so we're going to start from the left. 9.4, 9.4, 9.6, 9.4. All right. Okay, yes. So while everyone is tallying up all the numbers, we want all the poets from tonight to come up here, take a picture.
Know it, baby.
Yeah?
I was camera ready.
All the poets come up here. If you were a poet tonight, come up here and take a picture.
Should we get the mics off? Doesn't matter.
Just come on stage.
Oh my god.
They're not as important. No, I'm just playing. Yeah.
We all just have to stand behind you. We're just the
Oh, yeah, exactly. This is what they call the Shava show. You want me to be in it?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I will, you want me to bend down a little bit? Yeah. Oh, you good? Oh.
Yeah.
Is everyone else visible?
Let's do a silly one.
Okay.
No, she made that joke first. She made that joke first. Okay.
We good?
Wait, I want to get in it too.
All right.
Yes, Miss Sullivan. Come on
Yeah.
Can you see me?
No, go ahead.
Go for it.
Oh, okay.
Well, just hold a smile
Sarah,
for
stand
10
over there.
minutes. Just stay, smile and wave, boys, smile and wave.
Is that Pretty Little Liars, right? Is that the song, David
You have to say
Tennant, or-
1, 2, 3.
What?
Okay, yeah, 1, 2,
Huh?
3. Wait.
There's a show where they said that.
Look first.
Smile and wave.
Yeah.
So that's Penguins of Madagascar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shocking. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you.
It was in there. I saw a YouTube video.
Penguins in Madagascar is the same thing as Pretty Little Liars, so.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they're exactly the same thing.
Liars of Madagascar.
You can't even put Penguins of Madagascar is better. It's better.
Yes.
Start some stuff. What's that one poem?
Hold my leg.
Okay, no.
Am I allowed to?
Okay.
Dang it, Maya had
I'm
such
not
a good
gonna let you
pose.
do that.
I had such a good pose, Maya.
Now they have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's see if they figure it out.
That's all I got. All right. All right, everybody. We got the 5 winners from tonight's Poetry Slam. So once I call your name, I'm starting from 5th place up. Please see Miss Sullivan over here, please. Come over right there. So we're going to take pictures as well. 5th place, Nolan. Oh. But they're not here today. They had to leave, so we'll be holding their gifts.
We'll let them know tomorrow.
All right. 4th place, Zakaya. Third place, Kestrel. That's it, right? That's it, right? Oh, high five. Second place, Aaron. And first place is Jason.
Okay, so photos.
Good job.
Yes. Here, let me put this away.
Yeah.
I bought Endgame tickets for that thing.
What do you guys want to do? Smile at Phoebe. Okay, now let me go like this.
I thought you were gonna lay down.
All right.
Hey, that's another thing to add.
My schedule.
I'm not gonna sing goodbye, but I want to give everyone a big thank you for coming out. All the poets, all the parents, all the faculty that helped make this possible. We'll see you again next year, and the judges, and of course our own big house band, our in-house band. Appreciate it.
Give me my suit. Or just